He's off to wander the USA, find himself in his own way, standing on his own in the land of the free, discovering what it really means to be, breathing in the air, feeling the land, with endless plains and mountains grand, looking for life, maybe even love, under the vast, endless sky that my boy Lucas, he's got a dream, packing his bags, off to America, the land of the brave, a whole world out there for him to crave. He's Montana bound with the cowboys to ride, living the dream in the open wide, working his hands to the bone, learning the ropes. He's got the spirit, he's a responsible.
So, I don't know if you can see it, but my Airbnb is right over there. Walked up this hill and look at the view. That's wild. So now I have to go down this path to the grocery store, get myself some toothpaste. Very important. Deodorant, didn't bring that. Also very important. Something to eat, and I guess I'll see what I'm doing today from there on. I have today, tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow until noon in this Airbnb. And after that, no plan yet. We'll see how it goes. Have to meet new people and see if I can get started on a ranch somewhere. But yeah, still figuring out what the best tactic is on approaching that plan. So I believe I made it to the grocery store after like 20 minutes of hiking. Look where I am. So I managed to find a grocery store, and I expected it to be more expensive. It's quite okay actually. It's almost similar as back in the Netherlands. It's totally fine. Like €2.50 for a sandwich, $1.50 for a liter bottle of water, toothpaste, $2. What's this? Oh, my deodorant. What was it? I believe like $4.50. It's almost the same. So happy with that I got that now. And now it's time to enjoy the sun and my view while I'm eating a sandwich. Give you guys a sneak peek of what I'm looking at. I mean, it's almost empty now, but ordering a coffee in America still confuses me a lot. I do not get the 8 or 16 ounces or venti or large or whatever they call it. Back home we just say I would love an espresso, but that's not the case here. And I don't like it with any syrups or whatever, so I guess I get used to that now. But we'll figure it out. Apparently in Bozeman, it's one of the locations in the world where they found the most dinosaur bones. That's probably why they have a historical museum about it too. And that's where I'm headed now, because I saw on TripAdvisor it takes an hour to 2 hours, and it's one of the most rated sightseeing activities in Bozeman, so let's check it out. So I'm hiking along one straight road to the museum, and on the map it looks, the distance looks quite in range. I've been walking for 20 minutes already, and it's another 20 probably. Can't believe how large this town is. The fun thing about it is that central city, so it's like one main street, and that street is quite busy, and there are a lot of people about, like getting coffees, going to the shops, and just once you take a side street, it's a suburb, so there's only houses. It's quiet and calming. That's really interesting to me. I do not understand how you can have such a city that's alive, but still, like if you go one side street, it's just a suburb. There's only houses. It's quite calm. There's one road. Really interesting. So this was one turn. So you have the main street, then you take one turn, and you have a street like this. Every now and then, a car just drives by, like now. But that's it. It's quite relaxing, I'd say. Anyway, I'll check in with you guys when I reach the museum, hopefully in about 15 minutes, but we'll see how that goes. So I just got out of the museum after walking another 15 minutes or so. It's very doable from the city center of Bozeman. I believe you walk around 25 to 30 minutes. So no worries if you don't have a car or a bike, you can just walk it. It's a very interesting museum, I'd say. A lot of archaeological history, Native American history, Montanan history. And I'll include some clips right now so you guys can see what it looks like on the inside, so you guys can get a view if you would like to visit or not, or just see what I just witnessed. Also outside the museum there's a farmhouse that replicates an old farmhouse in Montana. So I'll just check that out right now, and then after that I'll just walk back to the city central and probably get myself something to drink again. some kind of storage. It's cool in here. Some barrels. It's probably to store like a lot of drinks, water, milk maybe. Trying to keep it cool.
They lived in it for 22 years until they moved to the big house.
What are you making?
I'm making some utility hooks, just like these two here. Made those for a friend. She has an Indian blanket on a steel rod, and we're just gonna hang that. Where are you from?
The Netherlands.
Oh, me too.
No way.
No way. Yes way.
I thought I already heard it, but I'm not sure. Where are you from in the Netherlands?
I was born in Den Haag.
Den Haag. Okay, yeah.
Opgegroeid in Almelo.
Okay.
85, so almost 40 years.
85. I've been there one day. I don't think I'll find anyone else that's Dutch and a blacksmith anytime soon. So.
No, probably not. This is an old air pump. It was built in 1890, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. There were still lots of ironworks in Pennsylvania. This square forge is called a railroad forge. When the railroads came to Montana in the 1880s, they had a lot of blacksmiths. They all had their forges. When the railroad was done, they just left them behind or auctioned them off. And all over Montana on ranches, you still find these
Really?
square forges. Usually they're collecting dust somewhere, not used anymore, but there's still lots of them.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Very special.
When your farrier comes out?
Did you just come to the US?
Yeah, yesterday I landed in Dallas. So.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah, and then I flew to Bozeman right away.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm just a little bit fatigued from the flight, but.
I remember my first day in the US. I was in Boston.
Do you prefer living in the United States compared to the Netherlands?
I love Montana.
Yeah, it's great.
I like the outdoors.
Me too, yeah.
So all the things I do now, like to do in Montana, I cannot do in Holland or very little.
Yeah, true.
There's plenty of places in the US I wouldn't want to live,
Mm-hmm.
but I absolutely fell in love with Montana.
Yeah. The nature is amazing.
It's amazing.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Do you have any family here as well, or just?
Well, I'm married. We have 4 kids.
Okay.
See all these tools?
All my brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles are all.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all out of metal.
Wow.
See, this
I was
one
only
makes
going to come for
circles.
40 years and then just never went back.
Well, as you can probably already tell, that guy that I just saw, the blacksmith. I walked in and I noticed something, and I was like, I'm not gonna say it, but anyway, we started talking. Some other people walked in. He started telling about the work that he was doing as a blacksmith and how it was supposed to happen in history. And all of a sudden he asked me where I was from, and I said the Netherlands. And then all of a sudden he spoke to me in Dutch. So this man hasn't been here since the 80s. And he's actually Dutch nationality, but has been living in the United States in Montana since the 80s. And it was so nice. He offered me to make one of the hooks he was making that was used back in the days to hang stuff on the wall. So he made me one that I could bring home. Very kind of him, very special. Also, he gave me his number if I got into any problems or I needed something while I was in Bozeman. So yeah, it's experiences like this that, wow, I don't know. It just amazes me when you don't have like a planned itinerary. Then you just do random stuff, meet random people, and then you just get experiences like this, and it's wow. I don't know. It's really interesting to me how that works, and I'm really glad that I went here. So yeah, that was a really nice experience for me, I'd say. And now we'll be walking back.
I keep a contract in the back of the car, just in case somebody really wants to make me a star. I get in contact with celebrities, drop a demo with that manager that they'll never see. I guess it's our time, I accept the right time. It's never something that I will find, or you're just being too polite to tell me that this isn't for me. Leave a message saying that you're proud of me, when you always thought I was a nobody. I'm tying my shoelaces and I wanna see your faces, singing one before I die. Hold on, don't let go. Oh, that girl who turned me down, wish that you could see me now, singing one before I die. You already know.
I haven't really showed my room in my Airbnb yet, so let's do that now. All my stuff stacked out there, and then I have this cute little bed with a charging station. So I'm just gonna charge everything back up again, take a little bit of rest, and probably head out tonight to get some food. No clue where I'm going yet, but we'll figure that out. So yeah, taking some rest now, get something to drink, and then I'll catch you guys later. So, walking back to city center again, had a couple hours of rest. I was pretty fatigued after the walk, and as you might be able to tell, I was or am a little sunburned. Happens very quick with me, but yeah, we'll be fine. And now I'm headed to town to eat a mean burger with bison meat, I saw. So I'm really curious about that. Never had bison meat, so on my way to check that out.
That's the one that was a
I did expect quite a lot from the burgers or the hamburgers in the United States, but nobody told me the burger that I just ate was going to be the best burger I have eaten in my whole life. Wow, I cannot even explain. It's so weird. It was perfect in every way. But while I was drinking my beer, also the jet lag kicked in a little bit again, and now that I'm sunburned, I'm kind of fatigued. So I guess I'm heading back to the Airbnb now, just get some strategic rest for tomorrow, and then we'll see what we're gonna do then. Also, look how cute this neighborhood is with the sunset. Like, it looks so cozy and welcoming. A lot of people with the American flag, of course. Good morning, everyone. So after yesterday's dinner, I got quite tired, so I just went back to the Airbnb, did some editing, and then went to bed. New morning, new day, still sunny. And I'm walking downtown now for some breakfast. I'm looking to get to a typical American diner to get some pancakes with bacon and eggs. Never had that before, so let's try that out.
There's a lot of space and gas stations. There's not a whole lot else. Across the country. And then once we get to Alaska.
Now guys, would you look at this absolute monster of a breakfast. don't know if you can see properly, but that's insane. I'm gonna enjoy that now. Very excited. Wow, that breakfast was really, really good, but defeated me. I couldn't finish it. It was so much food, sweet, savory. Really enjoyed it, but unfortunately couldn't finish it. But maybe next time I get breakfast. So, I have been trying to find public transport to get me somewhere, but non-existent. I've come to realize if you want to go somewhere here, you just have to walk, take an Airbnb, which is quite limited and expensive, or you have to own a car. So with that in mind, I'm looking at the possibilities to either rent or buy a car here, but I'll have to figure out every rule that comes with that. I don't know. I mean, there are probably some certain rules that apply if you're a tourist. So yeah, I'll have to figure that out because mobility-wise, it's horrendous. There's a Walmart right over there that I wanted to visit, and I've been walking for 30 minutes now. Which, I mean, is fine if you're in Bozeman, but if you gotta go any further than that, you're basically screwed. So, yeah, I'm gonna look into the possibilities of renting or buying a car because, I mean, you have to get around, don't you? So, we'll see. We made it. As you can probably tell, I'm quite new with talking to a camera. I tend to forget to record, or I just feel a little bit awkward talking to a camera in public. Oh, just give me a second. Ew. Basically, I forgot to pick up the story while I was walking back from Walmart. The way back was horrendous. It was like 30 degrees, full sun. A 45-minute walk. Didn't really enjoy it. Mobility is quite a thing here in Bozeman. If you want to get somewhere, you basically need a car if it's further away than like 20 to 30 minutes. But yeah, made it back to the Airbnb. Did some editing, took some rest, and now I'm headed out again to get some food. Heading to this place where they sell Brazilian food. I'm not sure if I ever had Brazilian food, so I'll check that out. And after that, I don't know. We'll see. Since I didn't really know what to get, I simply asked the guy behind the counter to make the bowl for me. Make me his favorite bowl, which he did. But I forgot that Southern American countries tend to use a lot of cilantro in their dishes. And if there's one thing that I hate, it's cilantro. But it was fine. I could just take it out, and the meal was actually quite nice. I really enjoyed the food. The funny thing was, when I ordered, the guy asked me where I was from, and I said, well, I'm from the Netherlands, and he said, oh, I've been to Germany once, blah blah blah, quite cool. And then he asked me if I spoke German, and I said yeah I do. And then he started speaking in German better than me. And he doesn't even have German parents or whatever, he just liked the language and started learning it. He spoke it better than me, and I've been learning it for, what is it now, 7 years. So big up to him, good job. And now I'm headed back home, back to the Airbnb again. Big update. So today I had to leave my Airbnb. It's around 11 a.m. right now. Officially I had to check out by 12. Went a little bit earlier because otherwise the whole day is gone. So when I was reaching out to ranches while I was still back in the Netherlands via mail, I got in contact with this lady called Wendy. And while I was back home, she tried to help me get in touch with other ranches. And I mean, I had contact with her the last few days. And knowing that I make drone videos, and just because she wants to help, I'm headed towards her farm right now. So I'm still in Bozeman, but it's up in Clyde Park. And I will just help her with some basic chores, make a drone video for her business at the farm, and in return she offered me to stay there, which is really kind. So that is going to be my next step in this adventure. She's also getting me in contact with a woman called Heather. She owns a ranch and she might be willing to take me on and have a voluntary job for me there. So we'll see how that turns out. So I'm headed to the supermarket right now to get a drink with my heavy packs. Then I'll get an Uber and move up to Clyde Park. Slight change of plans. Wendy texted me that there's a rodeo in Wilsall. It's a town a little further north than Clyde Park, where I was supposed to go. And the lady that I mentioned earlier, Heather, she arranged a motel for me in Wilsall for 2 nights for the rodeo, so I can join them going to the rodeo. So I didn't go to Clyde Park, I drove by it, so not going to Wendy yet, and I am in Wilsall now. It took me an Uber to this town, costed me about $90 just to get there. It was an hour drive, but yeah, no other mode of transportation. And it feels like I'm really in a small American town in the middle of nowhere now, which probably is. But yeah, anyway, I'll give you guys a look on where I am right now. So take a good look. And here we have it, my little house for today and tomorrow. Quite cozy. Dropped all of my stuff on the floor again, but that's no problem. I'll clean it up soon. So yeah, I'm gonna stay here for 2 days.
Get that girl young. You can do it.
He's Montana bound, with mountains high, where the rivers flow and the eagles fly, wide open spaces where dreams are born. Lucas seeks a life no longer torn, dreaming of Montana, the place so wild, where the wind whispers like a lullaby, in the arms of nature to find his way, dreaming of Montana, where dreams don't fade away.